Hello parents! Today's video is a reflection of my tour a couple of weeks ago of Mill Hill County High School. I had a lovely tour with the Senko there, Miss Claire Jeffries, and I'm going to tell you all about my findings today. So it is a co-ed school. It has about 1,700 students. Now it's a big school, really, really big for a state school. It has 240 children in a year group, 30 in each class, and 8 forms in a year across. The head is Andy Stainton. Now he's only been the head for about 18 months. So I don't feel he's had a real chance to give it his all, given COVID and given this massive move on to online learning. So I think there's still great things to come from him as a head. So good luck to you. It's a very, very oversubscribed school. You have to live within a mile, really, if you want to get a place based on distance. Last year, for example, it was 0.9 was the kind of the cutoff for a geographical place. And that is a common theme. It's literally within the mile over the last 4 years or so. And there's a reason for it. Academically, it is in the top 1% of the country. It has numerous children that go to the Oxbridge universities, Russell Group. They go on to do amazing things. There are a lot of very, very big high achievers that go to this school. However, there is another way to get in. There are 3 sets of aptitude tests that your child can sit for. You may already be aware of them. One is for dance, one's for music, and one is for technology. However, these golden tickets are like gold dust. So for the dance aptitude test, there are 12 places. And for music and technology, there are 24 for each. Now, just to give you an idea, I have here some facts for me from the website. So in 2020, the number of children who sat for the technology aptitude test was 1,264 for 24 places. And for the musical aptitude test, 353 sat the test for 24 places. And for dance, 167 sat for 12 places. It's a very highly sought after school. However, those 3 opportunities would give you a chance if you lived a little bit further out than 0.9 miles from the school. Very difficult to get into, but really worth it if you can. So a little bit about my tour. So I met with Claire Jeffries, who's the Senko there, and she took me around the school. It's massive. It's a mixture of old and new buildings, a real mishmash of buildings, to be honest. The reception as you come in, past the guard, it's like what's it called? Like a barrier in the beginning, past the guard, the security guard, and then it's a couple of blocks to your right before you get to reception. So it's quite a different entrance to other schools that I've seen. So it's got about 21 acres of land. And yeah, I had a tour around, lots and lots of stairs everywhere. Good for my step count. They had a really impressive, one of the things that really stuck in my mind, which comes across actually on their website, they have a really lovely picture of some younger students cooking. They have an amazing food technology room. So they get to do that. And not every school has the space to have a food technology room, but they do. And so they're able to do cookery. I saw a couple of art rooms. I met the head of art. They also have a photography room. Now, I find this as it's a real, it's something quite different. So if your child likes photography, they do have a photography room now. I think it was a bit stifled by COVID. And now it's going to be up and running again. So they have a huge art and technology building with 8 purpose-built rooms for all the different kind of technology that they offer, which includes, I'm reading this, food technology, product design, textiles, media studies, photography, DT, and there's a few others. So yeah, really, really strong in that area for technology, for design technology, food technology, art, textiles. They also have a designated learning support building, which is where I walked through. Lots of little rooms. They have a very, very strong SEN department. So they're able to help lots and lots of children who do have extra educational needs. And, you know, it is kind of on the rise at the moment. I met with a couple of the TAs and we had a chat, and they were superb. They were both assigned with an individual child in year 7. And yeah, had a really, really lovely conversation with them. They're doing amazing things, really, really supportive, very supportive in terms of when I was walking around the school, everyone's really friendly. They're all very mutually respectful. It was a really lovely environment, very friendly. That is the word I would use to describe it. They also have a TA there who is an autism champion. So she has 10 years of expertise in that area, which I thought was really significant. Actually, I wanted to point out on a video. It's not often talked about, is it? Okay, other things worthy of note. On their website, they have a bird's eye view of the entire school, which I think every school should do. I think that's really good, especially as a year 7, going in for the first time, just to have a little bit of familiarity where the buildings are. It's vast. This is the only school that I know that have this. So yeah, other schools, I think it's a really good idea. You need a drone of some sort. They have really big sports grounds. So they have 3 big playing fields, 2 huge sports courts, and I saw the main hall as well, which again had a ballet pole on the side. So yeah, this seems to be something that schools are introducing. I love it. They have a big new sixth form centre. I didn't get to go inside, but I did see it from afar. That looks awesome. So they've got their own cafe there, their own study zone. So I think it's a real pulling factor for sixth formers who might be looking to join the school. Now, as you know, I'm very hot on mental health. I'm a governor and I head up mental health at a primary school. So it's something that I'm really, really interested in. I'm very passionate about, especially with the backdrop of COVID. And I'm very interested always when I go to schools, I ask them, how do you handle anxiety, self-esteem? Do you practice mindfulness? And the answer was yes to all of those things at Mill Hill County High School. So I was really, really pleased, and I'm pleased to be able to say that on a video. They do workshops. They do a lovely thing for mindfulness. At the end of the day, they all have their planners and they write out their day. So they're doing a summary of their day. So it's a bit of self-reflection, what went well, and yeah, just thinking about themselves and concentrating on them for a short piece of time just before they go home. The staff are being very well looked after at this school as well. And this is something that feeds into mental health too, because it's not just the kids, it's the staff as well, because they need to be happy up here if they're going to be looking after our little ones. So yeah, all in all, I knew it was going to be a great school. It's got such a great reputation, and I've known of this school for a very long time, since I was a child. So yeah, really great school for anybody who is looking at Mill Hill County.